This is one thing that I see almost every single real estate agent make the mistake of, and what's going to be the difference from them actually having no success to really scaling up their business. How much better would it be for you as a real estate agent to say, hey, I implemented this one system and my business went up 100%. This is exactly what I'm going to be teaching you, and something that I've seen just from being in the business and teaching agents where they end up screwing up and getting wrong that's preventing them from hitting their real estate goals. Hey everyone, it's Russell Mortlock here with the Apex Group, and if you're a real estate agent that's wanting some one-on-one mentorship from me, you can join our free community, the Apex Group. The link's going to be in the description below. We have bi-weekly free training put on by top agents that are sharing exactly what they're doing to have success. So if this is something that you're interested in, visit the link below, make a profile in the app, and you're going to be invited to that bi-weekly training. Or if you're someone that's like, hey man, I think you're really awesome and what you're teaching real estate agents, I want more of, and you want me to personally mentor you, there's also a link in the description below that's directly to my calendar. You want to book a call with me and we can go over exactly how I can help you scale up your business. Let's move on to the video. So just like I was saying at the start, this is where so many agents get it wrong. It's doing your listing presentation to sellers. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you the listing presentation one-on-one. This is going to be the Bible. This is going to be the video you want to listen to while you're driving to the listing appointment, because what I'm sharing is going to be the difference from you scaling up your business to you literally having no success. So let's dive in. Number one, you got to understand your seller's motivation. Like, what are they looking to do? How come are they thinking of embarking on this extremely stressful process of selling their home? Like, what is it that's making them think that this should be done? So here, understanding their motivation, you got to make sure that you ask really good questions when you're setting the appointment on the phone. Don't just be lazy and text them, hey, I'll be at your house at 11 a.m. Does that work? Or email them. Call them before you go over there. Ask them all these questions. Really unpack why they're considering selling. And if you're someone that wants to know the exact open-ended questions that me and my team use to really unpack and uncover what sellers' motivations are, just drop in the comments below your email, and I'll make sure I fire over that PDF for you so you can see exactly the best open-ended questions to build trust with your sellers. The next part I call challenging their assumptions. So this is almost like a reverse psychology approach that I use a lot of times, and I really challenge them on like all the negative sides of moving and what it's going to intake and how frustrating it's going to be and how much work it's going to be on their end, and really see if it's something that they want to do. And at the end of that conversation, I say, hey, after hearing about all the stuff that you guys are going to have to do in order to make this real estate move, is that something you still want to go ahead with? And you let them explain and you hear it out. I don't know how many times I'd go over it before and I'd meet sellers and the wife is absolutely gung-ho to get the home listed ASAP, but the husband, he's just sitting there like a grumpy old bear and does not want to get rid of all his stuff in his garage and move all his hunting gear or do this and do that, and he's not really on the page. And the good part about challenges and assumptions is it gets both people on your side. You're not just on the side of the wife where you're like, absolutely, let's get this sold right now. You challenge them on if this is actually the right time. Is this something that you want to do? It also helps you get more on the side of the person that's against selling, because there's always going to be some dynamic there. Rarely have I ever had where both people are totally in agreement that, yep, we need to get this place sold, unless they're like relocating for a job, or there's a health reason, or there's something that's a really big deal and their life has been changed around and flipped around, that they're both in agreement to get the home sold. So challenging their assumptions is very effective. So after you do that, step 3 is you want to get super clear on their timelines. Like, when do you guys want to be in the new home? Like, is there certain dates that you were thinking? I just help some sellers. They're like, we want to get into a new home by the end of October, and that's it. Like, I'm not moving in the wintertime. I don't care. We can buy first, then we can sell after. And understanding their timelines and what they wanted to do. And instantly, we were able to find them a house within a week of them starting to look. And they were over the moon that we were able to do this in a month time. They're like, I can't believe how hard you guys were working for us to get us into the home that we're looking for in less than a month. We thought we were going to be waiting, sitting in that townhouse with all our kids absolutely dreading Christmas again because we got 15 relatives in there and no space to go. Now we're going to be able to enjoy it in our brand new single family home that's got all the space. So getting and understanding the timelines is crucial. Number 4 is you want to understand their previous real estate experience. A lot of times when people have done a ton of transactions, their expectations each and every time for the real estate agent just grows increasingly, where they think not only are you going to sell their home, you're also going to help fight world hunger, cure cancer, and donate all your commission to a better cause. So understanding people's real estate experience is really good on knowing who you deal with. Not only is that great, because if you're dealing with someone brand new, take the time to explain things. Make sure they know exactly what they're doing, what they're getting into it. Personally, being a younger person, it is an overwhelming experience. And if you don't take the time to totally explain stuff to them, they're going to get frustrated. There's going to be things that come up down the line. It's all about efficiency. I rather take someone right then and there, 2 hours, explain every single detail on what the process looks like and make sure they totally understand, than me taking a phone call every single day, explaining everything over and over again to them as we go through the process. So understanding the real estate experience is so crucial, because you know the level that you have to do in order to assist them. A lot of times you're probably going to have to hold newer people's hands all the way through. That's why we have really detailed systems that we send people. Hey, this is your checklist of 10 things you have to do during subject removal to get done. Or here's the 5 things you have to do before we make an offer. And we have really awesome systems like that make it easy on people. We do send this to almost every single person, but people that don't have a ton of real estate experience really appreciate it. And number 5, this is probably the most important thing, is craft your presentation around them. Like if you got Grumpy Bear Dave over there sitting in the corner that doesn't want to sell his home, don't be pumping up about how you got 50,000 followers on social media and you make these TikTok videos that just go wild. He will not care. I'm telling you, you got to make sure your presentation is streamlined for who you're dealing with. Say I deal with someone in their 20s that are very avid on social media, and I maybe got them as a client because of my social media. I am pounding that down their throat. I'm talking about how much business we get from social media and how much it tracks and how much views and impressions all our posts go. Where if I'm dealing with grumpy old Dave, I tell him, hey, we're going to be doing this mega open house where, you know what, I'm going to knock on every single door. I'm going to knock on 200 doors in your neighborhood. I'm going to call every single one of those people. You know why, Dave? Because 40% your neighbor knows someone that wants to move into your community. So we're going to explore every single thing. Not only do we got the new technology, we also got that old school hustle that you folks are going to appreciate, that we do to get you the best price. So I can't stress this enough. So many people, and this is the biggest missing link in people's listing presentation, is they have a PowerPoint or they have some sort of paper and they just go over and explain everything, go through it and say the same thing every time. Make it customizable to who you're dealing with. So that's why that first phone call when you set the presentation is, you got to make sure you get as much information so when you go over there, you know how to tailor the presentation for them. But as you're doing it, you've asked them open-ended questions and engaged them through it, that you know what they're going to like the most. Number 6, and there's a psychology hack that we tell ourselves when we go for a listing presentation, that it's not a listing presentation, it's a signing appointment. So when we come over there, we know the client has told us on the phone that their timeline is, I want to get this home sold. We are bringing the paperwork for them to sign right then and there, and we're getting the job done so we can move on to the next step. This is after everything's aligned, they definitely agree, and we close them through different frameworks, and we make sure that they're interested in what we got. We're bringing the paperwork, and we're getting them to sign them on that for efficiency's sake. It's nothing worse than you taking another 2-3 hours out of your day just to go through all that. Bring it with you. Get it done on the spot. So that's a psychology hack that can be the biggest difference from you getting listings to not. Is when you go for that listing presentation, you change it to a signing appointment. And you come in with the confidence that I'm getting this paperwork signed and I'm getting this listing and we're getting it on the market in 2 weeks and we're implementing our strategy so your home gets sold. This is probably the biggest change you can make, other than customizing your listing presentation to who you're dealing with. And if you're someone that got a lot of value from this video, hit that subscribe button so you can stay in tune with all the content that I'm going to be putting out. And if you want to take it a step further and you want me to personally mentor you and help you grow your real estate business, well, book a call with me in the description below. I'd love to help you out and make sure you achieve your goals.